Thanks, Wilma. Yep, it's 9 o'clock in the morning, Eastern Time, 1400 here in the UK and 1500 for our colleagues in Africa and Europe. Welcome to Open Apereo 2020. My name's Ian Dolphin. I'm the Executive Director of the Apereo Foundation. We planned a very diverse event this year. We planned to have the event both online and face-to-face. The face-to-face component was cancelled, of course, because of the pandemic. But we tried to arrange things so we hit the maximum possible time zones, and we have strong contingents here from North America, from both Canada and the United States, from Europe, including Spain, France, Germany, the Czech Republic, the UK, and strong component of representatives from Africa, including many from South Africa. So, welcome to Open Apereo 20. I want to thank our sponsors who've made this event possible, providing the financial aid that some of you have used to get here. So some big thanks to Entornos de Formación in Spain, Learning Experiences, and Longsight in the USA. Without their help, we really couldn't have done this. Very generous. Thank you, folks. Thanks also to our planning group, Chair Alan Regan from Pepperdine University, Vice Chair Martin Ramsey from the LAMP Consortium, and thanks as always to our conference planners, Concentra, in the shape of Jen Cummings and Kathy Azevedo. Apereo is a global community that acts to sustain open source software for education. It's a membership organization. It consists of higher education institutions and commercial partners. We have members in North America, Europe, Africa, Asia, and Australasia, although we're registered as a non-profit in the United States. We're governed by an elected board of directors, a very diverse and representative group. If you're a member of an Apereo organization, you get to vote for the board of directors, but we allow anyone to stand. So if you're thinking about becoming more involved in open source software and education, look out for notices towards the end of the year for the Apereo Board of Directors election. We don't work alone. We work in close partnership with our colleagues in France. They support around 75–80% of French higher education, and the LAMP Consortium in North America. All in all, that represents a network of around 150 institutions and a smaller number of commercial partners supporting open source software and education. The conference is above all a place to come to learn and share experiences. It's completely online for the first time. If stuff doesn't work, tell us. We're learning and we want to improve. I do want to emphasize that we're trying to make this event as open as possible. So if you have questions, comments, or answers, use the Twitter hashtag Apereo20 to engage in conversation. I want to say a little bit in opening about open source software in higher ed, which is the why really of Apereo. One quotation that really strikes me as hitting the nail on the head comes from Ben Verdemuller a couple of years ago. In education, government, and anywhere primarily supported by public funding, it makes sense to use software that doesn't lock you in or quietly convert public funds into private equity. And that's a theme I think that will resound throughout the week. We face multiple crises at the moment globally, and they naturally impact higher education. Open source is playing an important part in responding to the crises. Do you invest in licensing, or do you invest in capacity and flexibility? Open source licensing, of course, brings cost predictability because the cost of an open source license is precisely zero. It means that you can adapt to the needs of new teachers and learners, and it means a different relationship with teachers and learners. Change requests are not simply passed on, but met inside your institution and other institutions you collaborate with. I think that's important. In terms of proprietary software, every dollar, euro, pound, or rand, name your own currency, you spend on proprietary software naturally increases your costs. It also reduces your capacity to meet new challenges. The money that you pay to a commercial proprietary vendor for proprietary software gets split out like this, and this is from a relatively recent .edu IPO. Sales 52%, admin 25%, research and development 24%. I think it's important we keep our money on our mission. All of that pays for Ferris wheels, big razzmatazz events, but it also means this. Student debt has risen to astronomical levels, and anything our institutions can do to reduce that is important. So today is the first of 2 sessions covering all Apereo software. We consulted widely while we were planning this event, and people felt it was important to get an overview of Apereo, maybe learn about some software that not too familiar with personally. So Eastern time this morning and tomorrow morning, 2 sessions covering all Apereo software. Because our community is diverse and is global, 1 or 2 of those presentations are going to be recorded, and Q&A again is handled by the hashtag Apereo20 on Twitter. Later this morning, we're going to have a keynote from Kathleen Fitzpatrick. That should act as a reminder that we're part of a larger conversation, a conversation about education as a public good. And then later in the day, we're going to have a showcase, posters and sessions from our sponsors. So that's enough from me to intro. Wilma, if you could roll the connection to uPortal, let's get the event started.